Let's see what he does on this next map, and what this next map will, in fact, be.
Well, it's the Protoss' pick here.
Frost.
Frost, okay.
Okay. All right, big map. Big map indeed, and
kind of a frustrating loss there for a Protoss, by the way. It always sucks to lose to SCV pools.
It does. I don't like it.
It just hurts.
Yeah.
Whenever you look over your observer, you see those SCVs coming, you're like, oh, this is happening again. Okay.
Yeah.
It's one of these games, okay.
Normally when I see the SCVs being pulled out of my opponent's base, I just start counting my High Templar, spraying them out, and be like, all right, let's see.
Let's see if I can do these storms.
Do I have enough storms to actually stop this or not? I don't know.
So, yeah, I mean...
Do you think Bbyong is going to take this again, or can MyuNgSiK?
You know, I actually have no idea right now.
I think MyuNgSiK's going to take it here, Tasteless.
Think so? On this map or in this series?
On this map.
What about in this series? In the series, you don't know?
After this game, I'll tell you who won the series.
All right, Artosis. All right, and game number 2 is going to start here. The loser is out of the GSL.
MyuNgSiK versus Bbyong.
That's right. That's actually a little-known tasteless fact. He used to be a professional beatboxer.
I was, yeah. That was after I gave up dolphin training. I went to beatboxing.
Well, yeah.
I just got bored of,
training
dolphins. And so, yeah, I did beatboxing. And then I was like, hey, I'm going to try this whole, video game thing,
Yeah. How's that one working out for you?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. What did you train dolphins back in the day?
What did I
never
train
got to ask you this. Yeah, what did you actually train them?
I trained them in StarCraft, Artosis.
Did you?
Yeah. They weren't very good.
No? They were probably Protoss players, huh?
We couldn't get a computer that would work in that water.
Oh, man.
Try teaching a dolphin one, man. It's not an easy thing.
No, I guess not.
Did you see the documentary Blackfish, by the way?
No, I didn't, but I heard about it.
You got to see that, man. It's pretty crazy.
Sounds really sad.
You see actually what kind of happens at SeaWorld?
Yeah.
Those whales, and you're like, oh, my God.
I remember I went to SeaWorld when I was a little kid once.
Yeah, I went to God, I guess, yeah, I did. I went to SeaWorld, too. I saw the whale Shamu.
Yeah, I did, too.
I don't know why I would know that whale's name amongst all the...
Shamu is the most famous whale since Moby Dick, man. Moby Dick thought he was hot shit.
Are there any other famous whales? Let's think about this for a second.
Willie.
Okay, Willie's famous. Wow, you're good today.
Yeah.
Willie, Moby
Dick.
Moby Dick.
Shamu.
Shamu. The whale that ate the trainer in Blackwater.
That's
forgot his name. Is there any other famous whale? I guess the
whale from Whale Trail.
The whale from the Bible that guy survived in his stomach in.
Whale
from Whale Trail. Whale from Whale Trail. Pseudo celebrity there.
Pseudo celebrity, yeah.
What else? What are there any other famous whales? Hold on. There has to be.
I don't think so. I mean, if it's famous, it should come to your mind pretty quickly. That's pretty much the famous whales. Here's the thing, you know what? I feel bad for dolphins because they're basically smaller whales. The fact that they're smaller, they're like only popular in groups. Like,
well, no, that's not true. Flipper was popular.
That's true, Flipper. But can you name another? He's the exception that proves it.
I feel like I could, but I need more time.
Yeah, well, you don't have time because this game's starting to pick up. So you got like just a couple more
2 seconds
before we're going to talk about this Reaper opening.
I can't think of any more famous dolphins, actually.
See?
I think you're
there
right.
You go. Yeah, dolphins get the short end of the stick just because they're smaller. It's ridiculous.
It's because they're less interesting.
Less interesting?
Yeah, I would say dolphins are not as interesting as the people make them out to be.
Interesting.
No, less interesting.
Well, interesting that they're less
I know. I got it.
Okay, just making sure.
All right.
Anyways.
So this Reaper's coming here, did a small amount of damage, and then escapes.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not the tech time yet. The tech should be going up very, very shortly here. And if the Reaper can spot it, that's fantastic. If it can't, then, well, what did the Reaper really do? I guess it did do some light harassment, kind of kept MyuNgSiK's units at home. And it's actually a Robo. All right. The Robo's kind of in an interesting spot. Now, Bbyong here is making some Hellions. And I always love to see people try to open up with a few Hellions against Protoss. You can really catch them off guard when they're being greedy and making, like, mostly Stalkers.
Sure.
Because, for instance, excuse me, against like a
That
Widow
was like
Mine.
a little tasteless throat clear.
Yeah, I'm
Really
sick.
a little tasteless junior here.
I know what it feels like to be tasteless.
Yeah, man. It's so
It's amazing.
So, yeah, no, you were saying with the Hellions coming in here, you can really punish a greedy Protoss.
Yeah, you know, there's just not that many units out. Stalkers take actually quite a long time to kill off Hellions. So let's see, he is pushing forward right now. He's sending in a Reaper at the same time to try to figure out what this tech is, and it looks like he might end up killing off some probes here.
Yeah, he's actually going to get a, looks like, well, I thought he was going to get a little bit more than that. He opted to try to run up the ramp.
Well,
with one Hellion here, it's a lot harder to actually get any more kills. Yep, the scout's very important, too.
And you know what? He scouted everything you really needed to. So this was actually, I would say, a pretty effective little attack. Kill a few probes, force some energy off the mothership core, and get some good scouting done.
And we have Widow Mines coming out here now. He's going to plant these out here, hopefully get some kills off. Looks like the Observer will be right, yep, spotting that Widow Mine right there. With a Widow Mine with its little Widow Mine light on the front.
Yeah, and using this little Widow Mine legs to walk down little Widow Mine lane.
Yeah, right past Widow Mine way.
No. So, gonna go ahead and bury himself in some sand right there. Hope that there's no other observers around.
Is that sand? Does that count as sand? Is this
This map isn't a nice map. This is White Sand Beach.
white sand? Is this white sand?
No, it's a snow map.
I was going to say that was like kind of like a
Oh my
tundra-like map here.
That's one thing I love about you. Your childish innocence.
My childish innocence.
Yeah, I can tell you anything and you believe me. It's like it's so cute.
Thank you, Ortosis. I'm glad these are the qualities that you love about me. Looks like this Widow Mine's on the run here.
Yeah.
On the one.
Well, he's out of here now.
Yep.
All right, so Colossus being started right away here. Just have that +1 armor coming as well. Should be seeing a Twilight go up. The fact that we haven't seen Twilight go up yet is a little bit confusing. Okay, there it is. There it is. Felt just slightly late. He does have this Warp Prism going out.
Yep. He's gonna. We can punish him with a. He can punish a Terran, excuse me, if he tries to leave his base here.
Mm-hmm.
Do a Zealot.
It's a great
warp in.
move.
Yeah.
In fact, he's going to Chrono Boost that Warp Gate. Wants to be able to get some Zealots out ASAP.
Terran's not leaving just yet. Yeah, he'll warp in 4 Zealots here, load him up, and then come into the main.
Well, this is the awesome thing about having an observer outside the front of your opponent's base, is that as soon as that army leaves, you go in a couple seconds later. Very annoying for a Terran player to stop.
And now Terran's going to move out. Let's see if he does that warp in now.
Nothing really fancy from MyuNgSiK this game, but it's very, very solid the way he's playing. And you know what? There's sometimes this little Zealot drop actually ends up doing a lot of damage. And if he can get a decent amount of SCVs killed, he'll have a good lead.
It's nice because he didn't do it the drop over here immediately. He waited until they were basically gone, like long gone. You can see he's trying to just get on top of these Zealots because he ideally has to get rid of these Marines first. Actually having some micro errors here. That was completely deflected by Bbyong. Really nicely done.
I thought that was actually very nicely done.
Beautiful.
On both sides there. Like,
yeah.
Bbyong's defensive micro was awesome, but I loved how he's picking up his units time and time again to try to gain an advantage to surround those Marines that were trying to run away. So really well done. And good deflection here by MyuNgSiK as well. Although Bbyong, that was more of just a move to set off the Nexus cannon.
He peeks in and spots the command center's a little bit under halfway finished. Armor upgrades now started for Terran here. And it looks like MyuNgSiK is kind of itching to get a third here, but playing it safe since these medevacs here can do a lot of damage.
Looks like we're going to have that third base being taken. Kind of a late third from what we're used to, generally speaking.
Why do you think he's sending that Warp Prism all the way back here? He's just afraid that a Viking's going to come out and hit it?
You know what? That's a very good question.
Because it just seems like, I mean, okay, I get you might not want to have it right next to the Terran space, but to send it back all the way around here,
yeah.
I don't know what utility that serves.
Well, the only thing I can think of is that he wants it with his army for a big push. And he wants it as like a mobile pylon, but that doesn't even make sense. Like, why don't you just make a pylon?
You think he might send it all the way around to the outside of the second, maybe?
You know what? He's bringing it back for storm drops. He's going to do storm drops in the natural.
Oh, okay.
Like, drop the natural and then go right to the main. And yeah, that's what he wants to do, because that's the quickest way to hit both mineral lines. If you come in from like the top right side, it takes a lot longer to get to the second mineral line. So it should be a little bit more effective of a storm drop, I would say, by bringing it back around this way. And the amount of time it's not harassing your opponent, Bbyong, it may leave his mind that there's a Warp Prism out there. It's something that you may forget about if it doesn't harass you for a long time.
Well, our Terran player is getting a little lead here in supply. And, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a calm here, guys. Do you think there's a chance we're going to have an SCV pull here, Artosis, with the Ghosts now coming out?
There's always
Possible
a chance for an SCV pull.
EMP blanket with the SCVs marching in here?
It's a possibility. You know, a lot of Terrans still do love doing that. I hope we don't see that, because I'd be a bit nervous. A lot of High Templars are starting to be warped in.
Yeah, I mean...
But you know what? Based on the timing of this third Nexus and the way this game has gone, the SCV pull actually might be the best choice. Just the kind of slowness of that third base. You know, the macro of MyuNgSiK hasn't truly kicked in yet, as you can see.
Oh, I think he just pulled the SCVs.
Yeah.
Yep, there they are.
It is the best choice, I would say, for Bbyong.
This is how we do it.
Yeah, and you know what?
Terran all night.
This is another reason why.
This is how we do it. Got SCV pull.
Wow, you're really a talented singer. I don't know why you cast.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
You should just join American Idol. I'm sure that.
Just take over that.
I'm sure they wouldn't just put you on TV for the laughs. All right, well, here we go.
Comes in here.
Now, where is that Warp Prism? That could be very useful here with some Templar flanks. Ooh, that Widowmine he almost flew at. Right, here we go, Tasteless. Can he actually hold on here?
Oh, the Warp Prism actually was taken out. Only one Templar got out here. Storm comes down.
Some okay storms so far.
Yeah, 2 Colossi left still. Really nice micro here from Bbyong. This actually could turn into the same game that we saw before here. It's just Stalkers left right now. The Colossi is actually being pushed back further. We do have Archons and Zealots here, but I think with Stim, he can kite this just enough.
He may be able to, but that Nexus Cannon really going to help out. I really like that Time Warp as well, because he has to actually enter into Nexus Cannon range to actually do any damage here. In the meantime, all we need is another warping round from MyuNgSiK, and he's going to hold.
It looks like, yeah, MyuNgSiK is just going to barely... Well, hold on, medevacs are good.
Yeah. No, that's okay, though, because the extra warping round is coming in.
Now, remember, in the last game, Bbyong didn't win initially with the pull. He just did enough damage the next attack or two. Was very, very effective. We have one Colossus about to pop out.
The problem with this game, though, I would say, is that last game there was way more damage done. He killed 2 Nexuses. Here, he's not really done very much at all. Yeah, he's killed off Colossi, but
that's very true.
High Templars are going to be your splash damage of choice for the most part here. Having the one Colossus in there really messes things up as well. So right now, I feel like MyuNgSiK is definitely gaining a lot of advantages. He's got a lot better economy.
And since that SCV pull, MyuNgSiK has a nice probe lead here.
Yeah.
Granted, Terran does have mules, yes,
and
but...
of course, that makes his actual income number bigger, but you know what I mean by better economy.
Of course.
I mean worse economy, but only slightly, which is elite.
Now, we do have... oh, maybe he's going to get this Nexus snipe. And we're going to have multi-layered drops over here, trying to see if he can just get the Protoss army out of position.
Well, he's sending his units kind of all over the place. He knows he needs to get a little bit more damage done, and if he doesn't, then MyuNgSiK is just going to stabilize, and it's all going to be over.
Yeah, I think MyuNgSiK is actually stabilizing pretty well, considering.
Yeah, well, I would be looking at this. Bbyong is in a lot of trouble. He's down by 20 army supply. He's down by 12 miners. The 3 bases are solid. The upgrades are continuing. He's going to have Blink very soon here.
Yeah,
a lot of High Templars out.
Colossi count is back in this. It's substantial enough that it's a real threat to the infantry army here for Bbyong.
Yeah, it's forcing Vikings out. And when you pull your SCVs, the last thing you want to have to do is make a bunch of Vikings. They're very expensive to actually be pumping out with the rest of your army that you have to refill.
And you can see Bbyong's trying to do anything now to kind of get back in gear here. It looks like MyuNgSiK is just going to take a 4th base here. Suggest to Terran maybe you should attack.
Well, this is safety first for MyuNgSiK. Why not take this 4th base? Sit back, turtle a bit. He's already thrown a big SCV pull at you. it's the next death move attack that he's going to try is going to have to be another SCV. Oh, there it is.
Now he only has 2 Vikings with us, so these SCVs are going to have to sponge up a lot of the damage, and the infantry is going to have to be the component here that actually wins the game.
Yeah, MyuNgSiK is forcing this by taking that 4th, so it's a really smart move. If he just holds this, the game is his.
All right, here we go. Some EMPs here, and actually that only 1 storm came down, and it was not an effective storm. There are Templars in the back left here.
Oh, he actually dodges EMPs. Really great job there. That means he's going to be able to get a couple storms off, it looks like.
And actually, there's more Templars coming down here now. Really nice storms.
Money storms right there, and this should be a hold for MyuNgSiK.
Yeah, this Terran Army's looking pretty brittle. He's kiting these Zealots, and now landing these Vikings.
May as well. This is the final battle, I would say.
Only with 28 SCVs left right now.
Yeah, his economy is shattered. His army as well, as you see. Look at that 1 medevac, trying to microvac. Doesn't work.
Let's go to game number 3 now.
Well played there by MyuNgSiK, holding that all in. I actually, bringing the War Prism back was so nice because he could have done the Templar drops. But then when the SCV pull comes, if you have that War Prism with high Templars in it, they can't possibly MP everything, right? And if they're trying to target it with Vikings, they aren't targeting your Colossi. It's just a very nice move there. So although at first it looked a little bit...
He's definitely adjusted very well to his opponent.
Yeah, it's some really good play there.